It is the fasting month of Ramadan, but the minarets are silent. It was exactly a year ago when the war in Marawi began. An armed group inspired by ISIL called the Maute took control of the city and raised its black flag over several government buildings. The fighting that followed between the Philippine military and the Maute killed at least 1,000 people and displaced hundreds of thousands more. Like DRIEZA LININDING. He says people here have been appealing to the government to be more inclusive in its reconstruction plans.
We've been persistent in telling the government that there is no substitute in getting the individual consent of every household in Marawi City. We should be allowed to rebuild our homes alongside with the rebuilding of public infrastructure.
The whole region of Mindanao is under martial law until the end of this year. President Rodrigo Duterte's government promises to complete reconstruction by 2022, but the rights groups say it needs to be more transparent. A plan to build a military camp right in the heart of Marawi is making many people angry here. The Philippine government has also reportedly awarded most of the contracts to Chinese companies.
We need to listen to the people. We need to hear them out and allow them to control their narrative, to control their story.
The lines that once separated rebels and state forces are now hard to distinguish. Members of the Maute group looted, burnt business establishments, and destroyed homes. But it is clear, airstrikes from government forces destroyed much of the city. The country's only city under Islamic law is now largely empty, but the smell of death remains. Even after having covered this conflict for many months, the devastation here is still overwhelming. Now, Marawi is under government hands, but at what price? Marawi was once a thriving cultural city. Now it's been reduced to this, a place haunted by violence and death. This is what's left of one of the mosques in Marawi. Worshippers here tell us its destruction hurts them like a bullet wound. There is growing discontent and anger among communities here. They fear the war is not quite over. Jamela, Alindogan, Al Jazeera, Marawi City, Southern Philippines.